Hello everyone, welcome to round 2 of season 7. We're here with C4 in Britain, 17 drivers today. Right in qualifying, looks like it's a dry session. So let's just see all the cars heading out to the track and then we can start with qualifying. Last week we had Jari winning the Austrian Grand Prix with Poopcannon in P4 and Jordan in P3, so let's see what they can do this time. As Jari said in the interview, some drivers might have good tracks and bad tracks, so you never know, maybe Jari doesn't perform well over here and maybe he's even better. We will see. First car to head out on track is a Renault and I think that's Giuliano's. No, it's a Williams. That's a Daily Penguin, so let's just spectate him while I will ask for the weather. It'll be a heavy rain race. Wow. That will be very interesting, because we haven't really seen C4 perform in the rain. So you never know what will happen. We might see some of the back runners be very quick in the rain and just having a good chance of the podium, so yeah. So people might be running wet setups during qualifying and that would influence their lap times as well. And here we have a Daily now on his lap. Let's see how he does it. Very nice apex. I don't really remember if he did well last season, or I mean last race. But I don't even know if he attended that race, to be honest. But yeah, purple sector 1 of course. There's an Alfa Romeo in the way though. Let's hope he doesn't slow him down. Of course, we had some very unlucky drivers getting drive-through penalties, such as Composite and Williams as well, so let's hope Williams can do better this time, and not like that. Jesus, that was a huge crash. A Daily out of the session. That was, yeah, commentator's curse, I guess. He just lost it out of, I think, turn 7-6, I think. Something like that, and he just, yeah, went straight into the wall. The fast right-hander, of course. And that's a Daily Penguin out. There we have Giuliano's, of course, on his lap, so he is still going strong. Very unfortunate for a Daily Penguin. And here we have the first time of the session in Britain, which will be a 1:26.5 from Giuliano's. Then we have the Ferrari, I think. Lachmet just starting his lap. But let's see if we have other drivers about to finish their laps. And I think Liam is indeed about to finish his lap. So let's head on to Liam's onboard. Purple sector 2 for him. And here he is, Liam setting a 1:25.3. And that's the provisional pole, fastest lap right now, 2/10 faster than Giuliano's. Of course, yeah, and here's the Composite, 1.4 seconds slower than Liam. Of course, the wet weather during the race will influence some of the drivers' qualifying performance. But yeah, so far Liam is the quickest. Jari set a 1:27.2, so he's for sure running a wet setup, as we have, I think, Cassell setting a 26.6. That's P3 at the moment. Jordan in P6 for the 1:27.3. And then we have, I think, Ens just starting his lap, so let's follow him around while we watch other drivers finishing their laps, such as Lachmet setting a 1:25.4, so that's provisional P2. And I think we have Hayward, or yeah, Hayward just starting a lap. Okay, let's just run on board with Ants. And then we had Poopcan sitting at 25.6. And I think Guntje, no, Liam just starting another lap, I think. Guntje just coming out of the pits actually, so he will also set a time very soon. But meanwhile, let me get a chat of the stream over here, of course. Wet to dry race. Oh, wet to dry. Okay, that will make it very interesting. That, yeah, we could see very different strategies and setups being used in the race. So yeah. So Teal setting at 27.2, that's provisional P8, slowest times both of the Alfa Romeos right now. Do we have anyone on their laps? Doesn't look like it right now. Maybe composite, no, but Poop Cannon, he's invalidated. Liam is on a lap. Now he's heading into the pits. I have no clue, to be honest. But yeah, most of the drivers will be heading into the pits just to get some new tires going. And yeah. Yeah, it's just about waiting for everyone to head out. As who has Dopey Man on the lap right now, so let's follow him. And here we have Dopey Man finishing his lap. Not looking that quick, I think, but he'll be setting a 27.0. That's not that slow actually. Provisional P7. And even he says, good luck C4, gonna be a tricky race with the rain. Yeah, it'll be very tricky for sure. And Ebony, if you want to join commentating, be sure to do so. If you wanna, but yeah. I've got myself some nice juice to keep myself hydrated in this warm weather. As we have, of course, some drivers on their laps, just like Ends again. So, no, he just invalidated. Then we have Dopey Man. Nah, quite a few drivers are about to start a lap. Just like Sam, so let's follow Sam around. Purple sector 1 for Sam. So he's looking pretty good right now. I don't know if he's running a dry setup, but yeah. This is where a Daily Penguin lost it just a few minutes ago, but Sam doesn't crash out luckily. Now let's see what Sam can do. Looked pretty good throughout this lap, and he'll be setting a 1:26, I think. 26.5, and that's P6 right now for Sam, so very good lap by him. Good job by both the McLarens so far. And I think we have Hayward, no, he's invalidated, Brennan on the lap, so let's follow Brennan around, number 88 in the Mercedes. I think he finished around P5 last race, doing a one stop, so let's see if he can keep this momentum going and get some consistent point finishes, and then you, of course, just have a good chance of a good title position. So yeah, here he is in Maggots and Beckett's. Purple sector 2 from Brandon. But yeah, Ben, if you want to join commentating, be sure to do so, because I would like someone here, but I don't even know if you're watching. But yeah, Brandon's setting a 26.5, and it's P7 right now, so pretty good lap from him. Then we have Gunch on the lap, of course, but ahead of Gunch we have Justin about to finish his lap. Purple sector 2 from him as well. There's usually like one sector which everyone gets purple, and it seems to be sector 2 this time. And here we have Justin finishing his lap, setting a 25.4, and that's P3, so a very good lap from Justin. Now let's head to Gunter right away, because he's about to finish his lap now. If Gunter can set a good time, Renault and Red Bull is looking very strong. So far, Racing Point is not looking the strongest. And we have Gunter setting a 26.3, and that's P6, so yeah, 1.6 for Red Bull right now, and a 3.4 for Renault, and a 4.13 for Racing Point, who are obviously leading the Constructors' Championship after getting a 1-2 in the first race of the season. Now we have Composite about to finish his lap. And here we have Composite setting a 126.3, improving by a 10, moving up to P6, I think. Only 2 thousandths of seconds ahead of Composite, as we have, I think, Sutil setting a 126.1, and that's good enough for P5, so very good job by him. Dopiman are also on the time, around a 10th up on his time, or down on his time. So let's see what he can do for the rest of the lap. Maybe a purple sector 2, we'll see. Now it's all about taking all the curb you can in this sector. And he did pretty well, I think. 2 tenths up on his time now, no purple sector 2, but yeah. That's not a must for a good lap. If he's 2 tenths up on his time, he would move up to P12, I think. But he might win some more time in sector 3, so here we go, final 2 turns for Dopiman, setting a 126.6, improving by 4 tenths, moving up to P12, so good lap, good job by Dopiman. Now then we have Composite about to finish his lap, setting a 125.26.1 in P5 now, improving by 2 tenths. Then we'll head to Julianos, also about to finish his lap. And Giuliano's setting a 126.1, improving almost by 2/10, moving up to P6. So Renault is looking very strong indeed. But I think we have no, never mind. Sam on a lap, he invalidated. Dopey Man, he is on the lap, so let's see what Dopey Man can do. Liam just started the lap. At the moment 4/10 up on Lachmet's time. Very bad timing for all my games to start updating, but yeah. Dopeyman and Sam heading into the pits. Ooh, they make contact. Ooh, that was a very unfortunate moment. I think Sam just braked a bit too late compared to Dopeyman and he hit his rear. Yep, all my games are updating for some reason. But yeah, that's no issue because you can just get a free front wing in the pits. And I think that was his session anyways. But we have Poopcan on a time. I mean on a lap, but I think Liam is further ahead and he is the leader. So let's see if he can improve by a bit. Purple sector 2, 3/10 up on his time, Jesus. And here you have Liam. Looking good for a 124 maybe. 24.6, 4/10 up on his time. About 8/10 quicker than Lachmet in P2. So yeah, it's looking very good for Liam. Let's see if he can do this well as well in the rain. Now we have Justin on the lap. And I think Ens just set a 126.4, moving up to P9. Good job by him. Jari retiring in the pits, I think. No, on track. Ooh, that's not allowed. But I'll, yeah, I cannot do anything about it, you know. So I think we have a few drivers now finishing their laps. Sutil out of fuel. Wow, that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, Alfa Romeo is looking pretty good. P7, P8, very good position. And Renault at P3 and P6 also looking very good. And yeah, we'll see. Jari winning last race, qualifying in P15. That's maybe a bit disappointing for him, as with I think Cassell setting a 26.2, moving up to P9. Gunche still in P11, Liam in P1. Maybe Poopcannon improving, he is on the lap, so let's see what he can do. As we have some Ferraris still finishing their laps. I think we have Lachmet finishing a lap, setting a 25.4, but yeah, doesn't get close enough to Liam. Then we have Jordan. I think he's heading into the pits. He is indeed. Brennan as well. So that was qualifying. So that's pole position for Liam. Now we'll just we'll go through the grids during the formation lap. But the top 3 is Liam in P1, Lachmet in P2, and Justin in P3. And I think that's much different from last week. I think we had Justin on pole actually, but yeah, Poopcan and Jari aren't looking that strong compared to last week. And Jordan, of course. And yeah, now we'll wait for the session to end and then we'll head to the race, which will be a wet, so very interesting. Yeah, there's quite a few drivers running wet setups, so they will be a bit slow. So I think Jari is one of those, Dopeyman, Sam, and we can clearly see who isn't and who is running a wet setup. I think Liam Lachman, Justin and Poopcan aren't running wet setups. Not sure, but yeah, we'll see in the race how they perform. And yeah, here we have Liam on pole position. So good job by the Red Bull driver. 5th place grid penalty for Dopeyman actually. I think that happened in the pits with his collision with Sam. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. But he'll be starting from the back of the grid, I guess. Now let's head to the race. I'm very curious on how long the rain will last, but we might see the entire race in the wets and maybe just the start. I don't have that information, but people said it was wet, so we shall see. Yep, it's looking very wet indeed. Typical British weather, I think. So, here we are. I think it might take a while with people selecting their strategies, because of course it's a bit wet, so people might have to screw around with their setups, strategies, fuel, things like that. Let's see who will be the first one. It'll be Hayward. So 30 seconds until the formation lap starts. We might even see people spinning out during the formation lap. That happened to myself in Monaco. That was also in the wet. Yeah, I didn't spin, but I just outbraked myself, I think. And yeah, I was into the wall. But here we are, the formation lap starting right now. Let's see if I have audio. It's looking very quiet right now. Yep, here we are with the formation lap. So let's just follow someone in the middle while I'll set everything up. Yeah, everyone on the inters. And now let's head to the grid. In pole position we have Liam in P2, we have Lachman in P3, we have Justin. Then we have Poepken in P4 and Comsted in P5. And then we have Juliano, Satil, Jordan, Cassell and Brennan finishing off the points. Yeah, well, the top 10 for the points right now. And then we have Kunje and Sam, Jari, Hayward, Daly and Dopeyman. And I'm very curious on how people are gonna perform in the rain. We'll for sure see some difference in setups and pace. Yeah, predicted strategy, just the inters, so one stop. But we'll see how the rain ends up going during the race. So far no one hitting each other, luckily. Yeah, that's not a great way to start the race with a cold car, especially in the rain. Yes, now we have everyone forming up on the grid and we will be starting very shortly. And now we'll get ready to race. There will be lights very soon, I think. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Great start for Lachman, I think. No, but it is a great start for Justin. Moving up to P2 already. Poopcan with an even better start. Moving up to P2, but there was a huge crash in the back. We have Comsit and Brennan involved, I think. A load of people cutting the corners as well. And we have a safety car already. Wow, that was a very quick safety car. Yeah, as you could see, we had a load of... Yeah, we have a lot of damage for Brennan, Comsit, maybe Jari. Let's just watch people's damage. Jari with damage as well. Daily with damage. Dopeyman doesn't. Sam doesn't. Yeah, the rest doesn't have damage, but we have quite a few drives with damage and a safety car on lap 1, so here we are. People might pit for the full wets because it's looking very wet out there. But maybe not, you know. Hello Philip, welcome to the stream. Now I think the safety car of course doesn't really help anyone because yeah, people with damage, but yeah, for the rest it doesn't really change the odds of anyone winning the race. So let's yeah, have a look. Let's take a look at the positions gained actually. Yeah, Satil gained 2 positions, Cassell 3. Justin and Poopcan 1, Ants 3, Kuncha 1, Hayward 4, Dopeyman 4, Sam 1 and Jari 2. Oh yeah, we had a very unfortunate spin I think for Comsit. He lost 11 positions, Brennan lost 7. So yeah, they'll be heading into the pits as well. Ooh, contact between Comsit and Brennan. And Comsit gets a 5-second penalty for that collision. And oh, let's hope he doesn't serve it, but I think he will. That would screw him over. But yeah, it's during the safety car, so it doesn't... Oh yeah, and he has to wait even longer for his teammate. But yeah, it doesn't really make that much of a difference because it is under safety car, so he will still be close to everyone, but I think he will be the last guy to leave the pit lane. Yep, he's serving his 5-second penalty as well. I don't know why the game is saying he's leading, he of course isn't, but yep, Liam in P1. That will fix himself very shortly, I think. Ooh, a lot of oversteer for Brandon. Of course, you have to get used to these conditions. Most of the drivers didn't really practice in the rain, I think. So yeah, it's looking a bit wetter than a few. Yeah, look at this. This is full wet conditions if you ask me. Now I'm not an expert, but this is very wet indeed. Go Magic Poop Cannon. Yeah, he's gained 1 position so far, so he's up to the podium positions, so he's done pretty well so far. Now it's just a waiting game for Composite, of course. Let's hope he actually gets to the train before the safety car comes into the pits. Yep, we have the strategy here once again, a 1-stop or a 2-stop, but I think everyone will be going for the 1-stop if these conditions will last the entire race. Jordan, of course, getting a podium last season, or I mean last race. So let's see what he can do in the rain. I know he's pretty good in the rain. So yeah. Yeah, Comsit is almost at the train now, but he might lose out. Hurry up. I think he will make it before the end of the lap. And I think the safety car will be coming in this lap because we didn't have that much damage on track. We didn't have a full car or anything, just some front wings, so we might just pick it up and then we can start again. Yeah, as you can see, Comsit is now back in his train, and this helps him out because his tires are very much up to temperature now. Maybe unlike the rest, because he just has time to he had time to push and space to push. And the safety car is in this lap indeed. So we have Liam deciding the pace, and he'll be trying to get a good start to gain some time on Justin and Poop Cannon. And here we go. Liam restarting right now. Very wet conditions, as you can see. But here we have the top 3 leaders actually pulling away very well compared to the rest. Now let's hope no one gets involved in an incident during the restart. We have Ens getting past Jordan actually, Goonch as well, so I think Jordan had some oversteer. Of course he's running traction control off, so maybe a bit unlucky. Yeah, that's very unlucky. That's commentator's curse once again. He had some, I think he just had oversteer and lost it in turn 2. And he'll be at the back of the pack. Now we have Justin already a second behind Liam, so Liam is doing a good job at gaining time. Pootcannon still right behind Justin. Maybe even the overtake on this straight. Very good traction from Justin compared to, Pootcannon compared to Justin. But I think Pootcannon had to lift to stay out of trouble. And Justin stays ahead. Ooh, Cassell almost losing it. But everyone is doing pretty well in the rain. Actually with, I think, Jari, Dopeyman and Jari side by side. With a daily right behind. Ooh, bit of contact. But nobody spinning out, luckily. And that's, everyone still just critting behind each other, as with Juliana's right behind Cassell and Satil in a battle for P5. Comsit getting past Brandon. Few drives of course already having made a stop because of damage. And now we have Liam setting the fastest lap at 1:42.4. Liam is gaining a lot of time already, and I thought he was running a dry setup. Luckily no damage for Jordan. And a 3-second penalty for a daily Penguin. Now you don't want to brake too late in the rain, of course. You just slide right into the rear of someone, probably giving yourself damage. So yeah, paying attention is very much important. In the rain you have to concentrate basically throughout the entire race, even on the straights. Now we have Jari maybe on the inside of Sam. No, he doesn't go on the inside, but might try to overtake to Beckett's and Maggots. No, he doesn't, so Sam remains at P11. Quite a few drivers already. Nah, I think ERS won't actually be a problem for people, so that's good to see, because ERS will be very useful on the straights. Liam with another fastest lap. As we have Poop Cannon closing up to Justin. Of course, with the battle for P2. And Jari getting a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, he's in P12 right now, winning the last race, so let's see if he can move up the order. And there we have a few drivers getting overtaken. I think Sam had some, a bit of a moment, losing a few positions maybe. Brennan also getting passed, as well as Composite. Ooh, and Sam blocking off Composite. Let's hope there's no damage for Composite, luckily, but looked like Sam kind of blocked him off on the right hand side. But let's see if Composite can overtake him with traction then. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Maybe. Yeah, he has to lift, of course. Just so dangerous in the rain. Especially on this track with a load of high speed corners. It's very easy to lose it. As with Cassell overtaking Sutil. Maybe Sutil with the switchback. And then Daly getting past Jari. But yeah, Cassell moving up to P5, good job by him. Sutil with a bit of oversteer. Yeah, Cassell now gaining time, as with Puka and setting a fast lap with a 141.0. So his pace is looking pretty good. As with Jari in the pits. Is that damage for Jari? He might have gotten damage. We had some drivers pretty close to each other, so yeah, maybe. Jordan also gaining a lot of time to the guys in front. So that's good to see. Now let's see if Jari gets a new front wing. Yeah, he does indeed. So that was damage for Jari, very unfortunate. There we have Brennan right behind Dovin, and will we try to move on the inside? No. Then we have Julianos right behind Sutil. It's just mostly the top 3 running away, and then we have the top 9, I think, top 10 running away, and then we have everyone very close to each other. Right behind that. But Brennan just not able to get past Doberman, as his Composite not able to pass Sam, so both McLarens are doing a pretty good defensive job, I think. Fastest lap for Liam with a 140.5. And here we have Composite right behind Sam now. Yeah, it's just very difficult to overtake in the rain. Oh, it's so close now. Sam with a bit of oversteer, and he lost it. Didn't spin luckily, but ooh, and Jordan around the outside. Great job by Jordan, trying to avoid colliding with Sam. Yeah, Sam had some oversteer, and Composite and Jordan managed to get past him, so Jordan now back in the battle after spinning, so that's good to see. Oh, bit of oversteer for Sutil, and Julianos just reacted to it. No contact, that was very good reaction time for Julianos. And Satil is still ahead of him, so yeah. If I was Satil, I would have let him by, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, not really necessary, so. 3-second time penalty for Guntje and Dopey, man. Oh, and here ends on the outside of Julianos. Julianos with a straight line speed, but maybe late braking, switch back from Ends. No, Julianos was in the way, but he has a very good exit. On the outside again, late braking from Ends. Still side by side, bit of contact with the rear, and Julianos is now still ahead of Ends. So yeah, good battle by them as we have a daily getting past Hayward. Justin getting a time penalty as well. Quite a few penalties being given out this race. Sam with a 3-second time penalty. Now Lachmet with a bit of a boring race. Never mind, with Cassell right behind him. I didn't even notice. But yeah, Cassell lifting just to play it safe and try it on the straight, maybe with a better exit. And here we go. Yeah, Lachman with a way better exit. And Cassell isn't getting past anytime soon, I think. But now Hayward and Dopey, man. Also very close. Yeah, there's people very close to each other, but not really any overtake opportunities. Poopcannon lost a bit of time to Justin, I think. But yeah, in the rain it's mostly one bad lap, then a good lap, then a bad lap. So I think the gap will just stay like this for a bit. As we have Julianos and Satil now very close to each other. Ooh, Satil with a bit of oversteer, but still faster than Julianos on the exit. So probably not an overtake attempt from Julianos here. No. Maybe before the straight with a better exit. Here we go. But Satil again with a faster exit. Hayward with a time penalty. Maybe then through Maggots and Beckett's. Dirty air is also very annoying during the rain. Lachmet with a 2-second time penalty. Then we have another straight to have an overtake attempt from Julianos, but yet Satil with a very good exit. Then we have Brandon and Dopeyman very close. We might see the move from Brandon. Brandon could have used some overtake, but he decides not to for some reason. Come on, Julianos. Yeah, he's doing pretty good so far, right behind Satil in the battle for P6. So that will be a pretty good result for him, I think. Yeah, as you can see, Poopcannon is now very close to Justin again. Actually, maybe close enough to try to move very soon. Jari with the fastest lap now in 39.9. Of course, he is free air to do whatever he wants. He's pretty far behind. Sam lost a lot of time, I don't know. Does Sam has damage? No, oh, I think he pitted for damage, I just forgot. He probably did, and Pumpkin lost some time to Justin again. And there's a 3-second time penalty for Cassell. Ooh, Julianus is steal. Julianus on the inside of Steel. Ooh, and Steel on the grass. Oh, there's contact, and Steel spins. Yeah, into the wall. Not losing his rear tire, luckily, but there's Steel spinning out because of contact with Julianus. I think Steel had some oversteer, and Julianus didn't see it coming. No damage for him, luckily, but yeah, losing a load of positions. Julianus is up to P6 now, though, so don't know who was at fault, but yeah, maybe Julianus. Sutil with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits, and we have Jordan and Sutil both in the pits. Now, Jordan luckily the first one to be in the pits, so yeah, I don't know if he has damage or anything. No, that's just for new tires till the end of the race. Let's see, does Sutil get held up? He doesn't. Oh, he does for just maybe half a second, so not that bad. Pretty good double pit stop from Alfa Romeo, but yeah, Jordan pitting and then going through the till the end on these tires, I think. Now Poopcannon very close to Justin. Yeah, this is just too short of a straight to try to move, and I think Justin just had more straight line speed as well, so no overtakes from Poopcannon. Maybe then Brennan on Dopey Man, as we'll have some drivers heading into the pits very soon, I think. Jordan was maybe trying the undercut on Jari, or I mean on Composite. We shall see, but here's Brennan getting past Dopian because Dopian is heading into the pits. So yeah, both McLarens and Alfa Romeos at the back right now. Purple sector 2 from Jari. And a 5-second penalty for Sam, so another double pit stop. And this time it's for McLaren. No, I think Sam will not get held up. And here we go. Double pit stop from McLaren also go pretty smoothly. Closest gap right now is I think between Cassell and Lachmet, so that's all of them around, but I don't think there will be an overtake very soon because the gap is still pretty big. Now we have Ens and Julianus a bit closer, right behind those two drivers. We have Justin in the pits. So let's see where he ends up. First driver of the top 3 in the pits. Pit window open now as well. Enzo and Gunche and a Daily Penguin also in the pits. Good pit stop from Justin. Then we have Ens, who is serving a penalty. Hans as well. Then a Daily Penguin. He is just getting new tires right away. It might even pass one of the drivers. He passes the Red Bull of Gunche. So yeah, then we also have Brandon in the pits now. Just leaving the pit lane. And Justin leaves the pit lane in P8. Now let's see where he ends up compared to Poopkin and Liam, who, yeah, were in the battle. Might be an undercut. As we have Sam losing it out of the final turn. Is there damage for Sam? No. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Making his gap that he has even bigger right now. Ooh, Jar maybe on the inside of ends on the exit. He does get a very good exit. Here we have Jari and Ends side by side. Almost side by side. Jari might live through this turn. He doesn't really. It's so close between the two, but just too difficult to try the overtake in the wet, I think. But now we have Cassell and Lachmet very close. Cassell on the inside of Lachmet into turn 1. And does Cassell get past? No. Very good defensive work from Lachmet. Remaining in P3. Hayward entering the pits now. Liam and Poopcan staying out for another lap. Yeah, this is so difficult to overtake, so Cassell just not getting past Lachmet. Hayward leaving the pit lane in P11, I think, just ahead of Gunch in the Red Bull. Dopey Man is right behind Gunch, so he might try to move. But there's just lots of oversteer for everyone. Here once again oversteer for Gunch. And he has a very slow exit compared to Dopey Man this time, so here we go. Maybe a dive from Dopey Man. No. So Gunch is still ahead of him. Yeah, it's just very difficult. Liam now in the pits. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Where does Liam end up? Poopcan is staying out for another lap. Don't know what his plan is, but maybe just trying to be faster at the end of the race, I guess. But here we have Liam. Julianus Nova also in the pits. Yeah, Liam will of course be ahead of Justin still, but Justin might have gained some time. I don't know actually, he might have even lost some time. He is still very far behind of Liam, so yeah, it's more about Poopcan and Justin in the battle for P2. Because they were pretty close to each other throughout the entire race. Comsit now also in the pits, serving a penalty. And here we go. Jordan closing up to Dopey Man now. Jordan with a low to straight line speed, but yeah, just too short of a straight to try to move. Then of course we have the exit of this turn. Here we go. And Dopeman still ahead of him. Poopcannon staying out for another lap. Now we have Cassell pitting. I think a pit stop is mandatory, right? So yeah, Poopcannon still needs a pit. Maybe this lap then. Lachmed is also still staying out. And here we go. Cassell leaving the pit lane without having to make any pit stops anymore. And I think P6 or P7. Maybe even P8. It's P5 actually, just ahead of Julianos. But let's see if Julianos will try to move. Jari now also in the pits. And now Cassell pulling away, so he's leaving the pit lane in P5. So very good race for Cassell so far. Brennan, Ryder and Jordan. Bit of oversteer for Doberman, but not losing that much speed on the exit, so yeah, Jordan not getting past maybe. Ooh, very wide for Jordan. Maybe getting a warning for that. I don't know how the limits at this track are, but yeah. Liam with a fastest lap at 38.7. Now Brandon maybe on Jordan. Jordan, Dopiaman and Brennan in the battle for P11. Brennan now losing some time to Jordan, but Jordan's still right behind Dopiaman. And Justin lost some time to Dopiaman because of traction. And now we have Brendan on the inside of Justin. Still side by side on the entry. Ooh, and a bit of contact. Brendan just saves it, I think. And he's still behind Jordan, so yeah, maybe on the exit. And Poopcannon is staying out for another lap. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't even know if that pit stop is mandatory, but to be honest, but if it isn't, he might have made a race winning move, but I have no clue if it is, to be honest. Liam with a 38.7, fastest lap so far. Ooh, Jordan going wide. So then we have Brandon maybe on the inside of Jordan. Does he get past this time? No, but Jordan goes wide again. But he's still ahead. It's just so difficult to try the overtake. Once again, just little to no room to try to move. And Jordan is still ahead of him. Quite a few penalties being given out to Sam, Setil, and I think another driver a few seconds ago. Jordan usually loses a bit of time on this turn, and he does so again to Brandon, but not as much this time. And he's still ahead. Now we'll head to Julianos and Cassell while they are far behind again. So yeah, it's just Brandon and Jordan at the moment. And we have Lachman now in the pits. He was running in P4 before all the pit stops, so let's see where he ends up out of the pits. I think we will see Poopcannon pitting then, but he might just win time. I don't know where he'll end up compared to Justin, to be honest. Lachman might even end up ahead of Justin. No, but he is on the first tire, so let's see if he can win time to him and maybe get onto the podium positions, but it's not looking that good as you have Cassell and Julianos also overtaking him. So he leaves the pit lane in P6. Brennan lost a bit of time to Jordan now. And only 7 more laps to go. So it's looking very good for Liam, I think, because Magic Poop Cannon. Yeah, I think he still needs to pit. We'll just follow him around until the start-finish straight. So yeah, we'll see if he pits. But I have no clue about in the rain pits are being mandatory. He stays out for another lap. So I have no clue, to be honest. We'll all see at the end of the race if he doesn't pit. We might see disqualified, not pitting, or we'll see Poop Cannon winning the race. You never know. Gooch with a 3-second time penalty. Liam once again improving on his fastest lap. So he is gaining time to Poop Cannon, but is it enough to get past him at the end? Then Juliana's right behind Cassell. That gap closed up a bit. Oof, bit of oversteer for Julianos, but yeah, he manages to keep it on track and the battle is still going on. Oh, we had no DNF so far in the race, so that's good to see. Yay, Poop Cannon. Yeah, he's doing very good so far. He has a very weird strategy compared to the rest. He hasn't pitted yet, and there's only 4 more laps to go. He just needs to keep it on track till the end of the race, and we'll see if the pit stop ends up being mandatory, but I'm not sure. Jordan now closing up to Dopey Man. It's just very close between Julianos, Lachmet, Jordan and Dopey Man, but I think at the moment Julianos and Cassell, are the closest, so let's take a look at them. Cassell for straight line speed, and Jordan getting a 3-second time penalty. I totally forgot about penalties. Penalties might change it up a bit, but Liam is now rapidly closing up to Poop Cannon, so he might even overtake him before the end of the race. Ahmed getting another 3-second time penalty. Sam as well, so let's actually take a look at penalties. Poop Cannon with 2 penalties, Liam with no penalty, so Poop Cannon might even be overtaken by Liam. So it might have just been better to pit. Well, I don't know actually. He might still have won a lot of time to Justin to remain in P2. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of penalties. Justin as well with some penalties. Julianos without. So yeah. time penalty for Cassell as you have Comsted getting past Jordan. And Jordan actually pitting, he had damage for some reason. I don't know exactly what for, but I think with maybe for contact with Dopeyman, and that's, yeah. Points gone for Jordan, it's very unfortunate. He might even retire in the pits. Jari with a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Jordan leaving the pit lane at the back of the grid, so that's, yeah, unfortunate for him. And now I think Cassell just overtook Giulianos. I'm not sure, but he's in P4, looking very good. We'll actually take a look at the positions gained. Here we go, positions gained. Yeah, Cassell gained 5 positions. He started in P9 and he's now in P4. Poopcannon, of course, getting 3 positions, starting in P4, I think. Now in P1. And then we have a Daily Penguin gaining 8 positions, getting into the points, so that's a very good job by him. Ending up in the points after, yeah, very eventful race. Well, not that eventful, but yeah, he's done well at gaining those positions, mostly due to strategy, I think. And he had damage on lap 1, so that's even more amazing. Still with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, and that's yellow flags, that's a Williams. Oh, and that's a Daily Penguin, that's very unfortunate. Just talked about him doing very well. And he lost it in Maggis and Beckett, I think. And yeah, he's now in the battle for P8 with Hayward. He was running pretty comfortably in P8, but now he's very much under pressure from Guncha and Hayward. And now we have everyone closing up again out of nowhere. 2 more laps to go. Now we have Liam still closing up to Poopcannon. Maybe not close enough to try the move at the end of the race, but penalty wise he will pass him, I think. Sam getting a 3-second time penalty once again. Hayward lost a bit of time to a Daily Penguin again, so I think the Daily is looking good to remain in P8 after a bit of an unlucky spin, maybe. Now we have Brandon on the outside of Dopeyman. Let's see if he can make the move for P11. Ooh, there was some contact, but maybe the switchback from Brandon. No. Then the move on the inside, maybe. No. So Dopeman remaining in P11. And now we are on the last lap of the race with Liam right behind Poop Cannon. So let's see if Liam can make the move at the end of the race. Probably not, but we'll see. He's closing up very quickly, but not close enough to overtake him at the end of the race. But now I'm wondering if Poop Cannon is allowed to finish the race and if Liam passes him with penalties. So let's see. Final 2 turns for the Racing Point driver. Here we go, Poop Cannon finishing the race. I think it'll be P2. It is P2, so he was allowed to do a no-stopper. That was pretty good strategy choice from him because he was behind Justin before the safety car or before the pit stops. So he overtook Justin doing the one stop almost 20 seconds ahead of him. Yeah. Cassell in P4 then. Julianos in P4 now because Cassell drops down to P7. Wow, Julianos in P4, P3 for Justin, so Renault with a very good result. Lachmet and Ens P5, P6, a very good job by Ferrari. Cassell in P7, a daily Penguin in P8, Brennan now in P8, a daily dropping down to P9, and Hayward finishing off the points in P10. Doberman in P11, Goonch in P12, Compson in P13, Jari in P14, P15 goes to Sutil, and here we have Sam and Jordan now to finish the race. Once again, no retirements. 2 races in a row, no retirements, even during this part of the race. No one to retire. That's very good racing from C4. Now we have Sam finishing the race in P16. Jordan in P16, overtaking him because of penalties. Oh no, yeah, well, it is, okay. Driver of the day goes to a Daily Penguin, getting 8 positions in the race, so good job from him. Now let's run through the final grid order of the race. The podium is Liam, Poepkena and Justin. Then we have Julianos, Lachmet, Ens, Cassell, Brennan, Daly and Hayward finishing off the points. Finishes and outside of the points with Dopiman, Goonche, Kamsit, Jari, Satil, Jordan and Sam. I want to thank you guys for watching. And next week I have no clue what track will be at, but yeah, it'll be another exciting race. I think we have Poepkena leading the championship right now. Let's see what will happen at the next race. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.